Hey guys, welcome to week 3 of our class here at Rasmussen College on comparative politics. We are hitting the midway point of our class. Like I told you guys at the very beginning, this is a quick class that goes by pretty fast, so we're already at the midway point. This week we'll have an interesting discussion on Russia and Germany, which is very interesting considering U.S. foreign policy right now, as we are at a very big day today with President Trump meeting with President Putin in Helsinki for the summit between the two nations. So a very interesting time in the relationship between the United States and Russia and where that relationship is going in the future and all the side issues that go on in terms of Crimea, in terms of the Ukraine, in terms of Russian hacking in the last election and the threat of Russian hacking in the upcoming midterm elections. So very interesting times going on right now between the United States and Russia, guys. So if you have a chance, look at the news today. It's going to be a very big day in terms of U.S.-Russian relationships, and we'll get to see what President Putin has to say to President Trump and where we look at Russia and its place in the world right now. Russia's at a very interesting crossroads with Putin. Russia is not truly a first world nation in terms of it has a good economy, but not a very big, robust first world economy. Like I said before, in the first week, we consider these to be second world nations as Russia is still in a transition period going between communism and a free, open democracy. President Putin, of course, wins every single election by over 90% of the vote, which obviously raises a lot of red flags over the legitimacy of his elections. But it's very interesting to see Russia under Putin. And the big question becomes where does Russia go in the future as Putin continues to lead it? And then what happens after Putin? So some very big questions with Russia. Also, guys, we are talking about Germany this week, which is a very interesting nation as well, too. And we saw that a lot come up in the past 2 weeks with U.S.-German relationships. And President Trump complained about the European Union and some interesting things going on as well. Also, Germany is an economic juggernaut, guys. It is the dominant power behind the European Union. It is the dominant economic power in the European continent. So Germany should be another very interesting country to look at this week as well also. Also, guys, remember, we have our discussion board going. Please put an APA citation at the end of your posting. Several students didn't do that this week and lost some points because of it. So please make sure you have an APA citation at the end of your main posting. We do have our two papers this week, guys. You have your thesis statement and your outline coming due for the main paper. Remember, for the outline, it needs to be in Roman numeral format, it needs to be heavily developed, and needs to have at least a few sources in it. So you need to have a reference page or sources cited within the outline itself, plus your main thesis, what you'll be looking at in the paper of the three nations you have chosen between the United States, Nigeria, and Mexico. Remember, you must choose one of those three nations. Additional papers, well, too, guys, we are looking at another paper coming up in Germany, looking at the unification of Germany and what happened right after unification. So, again, we're looking at Germany and its place in Europe and the modern world as well, too. So, another good paper coming up this week as well. Also, guys, remember, seminars tomorrow night, Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, hope to see everybody there. If you can't make it, remember, you must answer the poll question correctly by Sunday of this week. Sunday's a big day because both papers are due at the end of the day Sunday. The answer to the poll question, if you miss seminars, due by the end of the day Sunday. Remember, your initial discussion board posting is due by the end of the day tomorrow, Tuesday, July 17th. Reply postings are due by the end of the day on Friday, July 20th. So an extremely busy week this week, guys. If you need anything, please feel free to text, call, or message me, and I'll respond to you guys as quickly as possible. With that, guys, I hope to see a lot of you tomorrow night in our live classroom. And if not, guys, I will see you guys on the discussion board, and have a great week.